I'm Captain Monte with Texas Fishing Tips, and this is your weekly fishing report.
On a slow incoming tide or even a slow outgoing tide, right here on this corner of Port A, right here between this point and Channel View Pier, there's some rocks that work in about 3.5 foot of water on the edge right here. Deeper rocks too. There have been redfish. There have been speckled trout through here. We've been catching a couple oversized, but overall good keeper fish. Redfish and speckled trout, using piggies or live shrimp or even croakers still. Been some pretty decent fish coming off this edge right here by these rocks. When the weather allows it, we've been running out here to the north and the south jetty. Both sides, there have been fish. On the south side, there have been some keeper trout. There have been some oversized trout. There's been slot reds. The trout have been up on the point of the rocks. Live croaker first thing in the morning. As the sun comes up, then drop back a little bit, and there's 25 to 29 foot of water. And there have been slot reds and bull reds mixed in with a few black drum if you're using shrimp. Depending on the current, you can go from a 3/4 ounce weight to a 1.5 ounce weight, all the way up to a 3 ounce weight, just depending how hard that current is moving. I put the weight right on top of a number 3 or number 4 kill hook and dropping down cut baits, cut mullet, cut ladyfish, cut menhaden. Been working the best. You can even, if you have leftover croaker, drop them down. They've been eating those also. Over here on the North Jetty, first thing in the morning till mid-morning, I've been seeing some big tarpon out here. We haven't been able to hook them, but there are those of you that like to chase tarpon. The tarpon are here. I've been seeing some, 6-footers out here, and not just one or two. There's quite a few of them. Still the same deal out here on the North Jetty, up on from the point all the way towards the beach. There have been speckled trout. You can use lemon rigs with live shrimp or your favorite plastic. You can use live croakers. Been working still real well out here. Just remember, the size limits are 15 to 20, 3 trout. You're able to have 3 reds, 20 to 28 inches before you got a tag, put a tag on them over 28 inches. So good fish still around the jetties. The wind has been blowing, so a lot of days we're not able to run out there. So we've been staying on the inside. First thing in the morning, you can come up here on these rocks out in front of Fina. There have been speckled trout. There have been redfish. You can use live shrimp, just free lining, or even live croaker. Been working real well also. Over here by Harbor Island, all this point from right here, from these jetties all the way down, sitting in about 4 foot of water and throwing up tight. There have been trout through here. You just got to watch out for the ships. Ships come in, they start coming, pull out in this deeper water, let the water clear up, then kind of push back in, and you can go right back to them. This kind of spot here, it's hit and miss. It's either on fire and you're catching 4 or 5 real fast, and then you got ships coming in. But this area's been holding pretty decent trout. There's been trout still over here on the point of Mud Island. You can take live croaker or live piggies. Over here on the north side, there's the oyster farm right through here. There have been a lot of trout being caught around the oyster farm. Same deal, free lining live croaker on the number 3 or number 4 kill hook. That's been working the best. All down by Quarantine and all the way down Trailer Island, there's still been some trout through here. You catch a lot of smalls, but if you stick with it, you'll get your limits of speckled trout through here. As the sun comes up and you can get you some live mullet or live piggies or even live shrimp and get up tight close on the shell bank right through here. There have been black drum and redfish right through here, from here to Corpus Christi Bayou. This area right through here. If you come back into Corpus Christi Bayou, the tides have been low in the mornings. You can work this area through here the edges, there have been speckled trout through here also. There's a few oyster reefs through here, and there have been some speckled trout. As the water coming in, this little deeper hole right here by the old lodge, there have been fish up in here also. You just work the edges. There's a lot of mullet in the bays right now, a lot of bait. Fish are starting to gather pretty good, so been a pretty decent bite. Out here on the front side of Hog Island through here, there have been speckled trout all through here. Live piggy seems like been working real well, and you'll be catching trout, and then all of a sudden you're on the redfish. So this area all through here have been holding decent fish all the way up to the terminal. So this area right through here is a great area to be targeting. Island 1, 2, 3, and 4, they always hold fish. You can look at the potholes through here, and you can use live piggies or you can use cut mullet. Been working the best. But redfish and speckled trout. There have been a few black drum through here also. So if you got some dead shrimp, always good to have. Over here on the old terminal, there have been black drum through the terminal also. Just kind of work the edges in these potholes. If you can actually wait till the sun comes up, 10, 11 o'clock, you can actually see the fish. But pretty decent fish all around Aransas Pass right now. Been some decent fish being brought into the cleaning station. So get you some live bait and work this area through here. The Klondikes, all these potholes around the Klondikes, redfish and black drum. Piggy perch have been working, and if you got any dead shrimp, that has been working also. This compressor station out here looks like a platform. There's still been trout around this platform. You can take live piggies, live shrimp, or live croaker. They've been working when the fish bite's on. It's a pretty good bite. Over here on this deeper grass right through here, there's still been trout through here. Those of you that like to wade fish, great area to wade fish this deeper grass. You can use plastics, popping corks, or your favorite live baits have been working real well. As the sun comes up, get up here in the shallower water. There have been black drum and there have been redfish all through East Flats. Work the potholes. If you got cut mullet or cut ladyfish or any of your live baits, they've been catching pretty decent fish all through East Flats. Right here by the cabins in this gut here, there have been some black drum also. I like getting up on my console where I can see them. And if you do that, you can actually see the school of fish. But dead shrimp has been working the best. Over here on this shoreline through here, there's still speckled trout. And there are some schools of black drum hanging in this area. The tide has been low, so be careful about, getting your boat stuck. But if you're trolling real slow, you should be able to see the bait, and the fish have been all through here. I've been working Flato also. Flato's been holding black drum, redfish, and speckled trout. I do better in the mornings, and about 9:30, 10 o'clock, I start looking for the drum of school, the school of drum. So there have been fish through Flato. The tides have been low, so they've been kind of coming off the flats and just falling right here in these little coves right off this deeper water. So this area around Flato still holding pretty decent fish right now. All around Shamrock Island right now, there have been trout through here. First thing in the morning, I've been using live piggies through here. A couple weeks ago, they were wanting live croakers, but right now it seems like live piggies have been working the best. So first thing in the mornings, I come out here and work these rocks inside and outside, and we've been catching our limited trout. As the sun comes up, then you can come in and get back here on these potholes through any of these guts and get back here on these good sand holes through here, and using cut mullet that has been working the best. You can use ladyfish. Get up here on these flats. Those of you in them skinny water boats, this area has been holding redfish. This time of the year that I love fishing Shamrock because the fish are back here. There's been trout back here. There have been redfish. There have been black drum through here. So those of you that can get back here in this back little lake, this deeper hole, There have been black drum through here. There have been black drum up on the scattered grass. So I always have some dead shrimp. And if I see that school of drum, then I start working on the drum. If not, then I'm red fishing in the sand holes with cut mullet. That seems to be the ticket. Tide has been out. The drum had been on the outside also. So I kind of use my trolling motor and I'll troll this edge through here. Once I find them, then I try to get somebody to keep their eye on the school. You know, and that way if they're moving frontwards or backwards, I'm able to stay with them and just kind of stay with the school and keep throwing baits at them. Dead shrimp has been working. You can use just a lead head, or you can use a hook with a 1/4 ounce weight right on top of the hook. That has been working the best. Y'all have a great week, tight lines, and see you next time.
Thanks for watching. This is Capt Monte.